Hi everybody and welcome back. I hope everybody had a great summer. If I didn't see you, I saw a lot of you this summer. Today we're going to start our first art project of the school year, and it's all based around Leo Leone's book, A Color of His Own, which I hope you watched the video. He's one of my favorites. And it's also based around the color wheel. So today, like in a normal art class, we will start our project by drawing it out step by step and nice and slowly. And then next week we will come back, we'll learn about the color wheel, and we will finish up our lizard. Okay, so to start our project, remember you need a pencil and an eraser and a piece of paper. I'm using a Sharpie just like we were in regular class, just so that you could see this a little bit better. Okay, we're going to start by holding our paper side to side, okay? And we're going to first make the shape of our animal. We're going to start with a nice big curve like this, okay? So it almost goes from one side to the other. Then we're going to make the head, okay? And now this can be a little tricky, so watch how I do it and then hit pause and try and get caught up. Okay, so first we're going to have the back of our animal come down like this, okay, and then we're going to make a curly tail. So we're going to have it come around a couple of times and maybe back out, and then we will get them connected. Perfect. Now, just like in some of the projects from last year, we're going to use 2 letters to make our eyes. Okay, so first we're going to use the letter O, and then we're going to put a letter C in there, and you can have this animal looking any which way you want. Okay, so maybe my guy's going to be looking backwards like that, so it's kind of like an upside down backwards C, and I'm going to color that in black just because I know that that's going to be that part. Now, was the character of our book smiling, or was he frowning all the time? I think by the end of the book he had a nice big smile, just like that, and it looks pretty good so far. So we're going to add some feet to our animal and maybe a branch or two. Okay, we're going to have a couple of different options of how we finish this, so I want to keep the background kind of at a minimum right now. So first things first, I believe it had 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. So we'll draw 1, 2, okay, 2 legs there, and then we'll come up to the front. 1, 2. Now these feet are a little bit on the funky side, so I kind of like to do 1, 2, 3 little C's to make our feet. Watch how I do this, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, kind of looks like the number 3. See that? And then the third one comes over here. Almost looks like a piece of clover that you might find in your grass. Cool, nice and simple. So here comes our branch that we'll have this guy sitting on. Okay, make sure that it goes behind, not over those legs of yours. Maybe this breaks off into 2 different branches down here, make it a little bit more interesting. Now, we've got some options. We can stop here, and if you stop here, what we can do is we can cut out our chameleon, and then we can put them around the house or outside the backyard in funny spots, just like in the book. If you don't want to do that, we can add a background. So let's start by adding our background. You know me, I like to have our suns up in the corner. Doot, doot, doot. My sons are always smiling, and they're always wearing sunglasses, so you can try and give that a shot. You probably remember that from last year, if I had you. Nice little smile. Okay, remember my favorite clouds. Okay, we start with a flat line, and then we're going to add a couple of curves that come off of it. Okay, it's going to look like a piece of popcorn. These Thompson clouds, they always make me hungry because I make them look like popcorn. So it goes kind of small, medium, big, and then back down. Fun little trick. If you want to make it look like there's some that are far away, you just make them a little smaller. That one kind of looks like a turtle in a shell. Let's see, what else can we add? Maybe we'll put up a nice little butterfly. Remember, my daughter Aslan, who's now a big first grader, she thought it was funny that you can start a butterfly by drawing a hot dog first. So we'll start with a hot dog. We'll add a backwards number 3, regular number 3, and some antennas. I can't fit a face on there, but if you could fit a face on there, that's great. Now remember, you don't have to do any of that, okay? You could add more too. If you want to add more to your background, go for it. This is always where we start to collaborate with our friends in class. You could start asking an older or younger brother or sister what they would add in the background. It's your time to take this project and make it yours. If you're choosing that option B where we cut it out when we're all done next week, then you don't have to do any of that, okay? Now, if you just did this with a pencil, okay, grab a dark marker, okay, you know me, Mr. Sharpie, trace everything and erase any pencil line that you might have missed. And when we come back next week, we will talk about how we are going to be coloring this in, and we will be talking about the color wheel also. Okay, have fun.